Big news. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the Sun God, was ruled as out for this game against the Seahawks. So we won't have our two most explosive weapons, our one potential Pro Bowler on the year in Amon-Ra St. Brown, a guy that was breaking records, that was going out there and doing things that nobody has ever done before in the history of the National Football League.
Yeah.
And he is out. Now, we talked about the matchups the past couple 2 days. We still said that we think the Lions on paper, even with Amon-Ra and DeAndre Swift out, are a better team than the Seahawks. But what does that mean for this Lions offense to not have Amon-Ra St. Brown out there?
There's a stat that we have. I want to say like another topic.
By the numbers.
By the numbers. I guess we could bring it up now because this kind of like relates to it. We have a tweet, actually, Sauce, if you can find the graphic on the offense. Both Amon-Ra St. Brown and DeAndre Swift made up for 49.9% of the Detroit Lions' rushing and receiving yards on the season.
Oof.
The rushing receiving yards that total us to be a top 3 offense in the league right now.
Yes.
Number 2 in scoring behind, was it the Bills or the Ravens? The Ravens.
Yeah.
We're missing both those guys.
That's not good.
It's not a good look. It's not a good look. But I still hold some confidence, man. I'm really not like tripping like that. Just simply based off everything we did. If it weren't for that article that come out last week from my guy Ted Wynn, I'd probably be a lot more concerned. But having read that, having seen defensive coordinators are actually struggling to like game plan and scheme against this team. Yes, those players like help that move along, but ultimately like that scheme's nasty regardless. You know what I'm saying?
But that's about half your offense.
It quite literally is half your offense production. Yeah, it's quite literally 49.9% of your offensive production. but still, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, it's the scheme that these defense coordinators are struggling with. And I'm not trying to disrespect anything those two players did. Obviously, they did a phenomenal job, and we're like top tier offenses of this this year so far because of them. But ultimately, it's the scheme that put them in those positions to do so. And that's why I like a guy like Ben Johnson.
The scheme.
The scheme. Do your job.
Yeah.
No, but, you know what I'm saying, that's what these defensive coordinators are struggling with, not the players per se. The players obviously maximize that scheme and the opportunities in it, but it's ultimately Ben Johnson, creating those opportunities for them. And I think he'll do the same for guys like Jamal Williams. I don't know that he'll maximize those opportunities like DeAndre Swift can, because obviously he's not as fast and can't cut on the turn of a dime, whatever the hell that saying is, but Drop of a dime, thank you. But nonetheless, you know what I'm saying, it's still the schematics. Ethan?
It's about
that get it done.
schematics.
So I'm not tripping so much.
I kind of am. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of nervous. I'm not going to lie. I still think we'll win the game, but like that graphic is haunting. Like you said, that is 50% of your offense.
Yeah.
Out of 2 players.
Quite literally.
That are gone. Like, look at that. 49.9%. 629 of 1,259 total yards on the season.
Yeah.
That is fear-inducing. That is like that is nightmare fuel for an offensive coordinator and a fan base. Although I think, Jamal Williams, like you said, not the same back as DeAndre Swift. Explosiveness, cutting-wise, he can still get the job done. Khalif Raymond, I think, he can be Amon-Ra light. Like, if Amon-Ra is Debo light, Khalif Raymond is Amon-Ra light. Like, it's like, Debo's like Budweiser, Amon-Ra's Bud Light, and Khalif Raymond's like non-alcoholic Bud Light. He can go out there and you can use his skill set.
Sound good. It makes me more nervous. That did not help anything.
I'm just saying, you can use his skill set in the same position, in the same routes, the same plays, but you might not get the same results. But I still think he can bust one off. Pause. I still think he can go out there and you can use him like you would use an Amon-Ra St. Brown in this offense. In the scheme. Like, you can use him as that type of Amon-Ra player. So, and he, and maybe it's not like he's slow or he can't catch. Khalif Raymond's a pretty good player. So
we talked about it on the Amon-Ra St. Brown end around or Statue of Liberty play, whatever you want to call it. We got like the 50 yards against the Minnesota Vikings. Like, is Khalif Raymond not capable of doing that?
Yes.
If let's be real about it, Khalif Raymond is faster too. You know what I'm saying? Like just situations like that. And again, Ben Johnson's like a cold dude. You know what I'm saying? He really is. I have no doubt in my mind he's had stuff in this playbook, schemed for Khalif Raymond that we may see this week. And DJ Chark, we saw, Jared Goff, it seemed like they had a great rapport in preseason. I'm hopefully that becomes to life now that, Amon-Ra's down as a target. And TJ Hockenson, too. Same stuff that we broke down last week looking at that offense. We're pounding the ball, and they have to bring up a heavy box to stop it. You spread out that 5, and, TJ Hockenson becomes a weapon you utilize. And, I fully believe, and we're getting X factors after this, but I fully believe he will be that.